Okay, howdy all. Welcome to today's session. This year we're looking at starting strong in 2026. It has been a very good start to the year over here, and hopefully for all the students out there, whether you are doing the IB, the IG, studying in America or in Southeast Asia where I am today, or anywhere else around the world, hopefully you've made a very strong start to 2026. Today's video, we're looking at what it means to take your studies seriously. And I know a lot of people have started this year with a lot of motivation and have probably started with their teachers telling them that it's going to be a good year if you take your studies seriously. And that's what we're looking at today. And I know that a lot of students are looking to have a very successful year, but they are asking the question, that they want to take it seriously, but what does that actually mean? What does it mean as a student to take your studies seriously? May seem like a silly question, but from my observations so far, students don't always know how to approach their studies. And if you're one of those superstars who do know, maybe this is not for you, but I feel there's quite a few students who would like a little bit of guidance in this area. So this is what I generally see when I tell students that they're supposed to take their studies seriously. They jump straight into this idea that when you are serious, you're studying all the time, that you are supposed to be stressed all the time, that you are aiming for perfect. You need to have the perfect schedule and you can't miss a single thing, and you need to make sure that everything is just right. And this idea that you are going to be a good student and you should feel motivated every day. Well, I want to break that myth. That's not at all what I think being serious about your studies is. I think that kind of combination is going to lead to a lot of stress. It's going to lead to a bit of burnout. It's going to lead to you not being serious for very long as you start to give up and feel like you're not the perfect student. So serious students are not that intense, insane kind of stress head who needs to have everything done. What it means to take your studies very seriously is the idea of being a consistent student. It's great to start 2026 with a whole lot of motivation, ready to rock the house and do everything great. But if that dies out pretty quickly, you're not going to have the success you're dreaming of. And if you can't keep it going from day to day to day, it's not going to get you the success that you want. Actually, what being serious means, if we are being honest, is looking at a deliberate effort. It's not an insane, intense effort, but it's a deliberate effort that you can bring every single day. It's that kind of effort and that kind of standard that you have that is repeated every day, every week, day after day, all the time. And it's not about those super amazing days where you get up on the stage and you do something awesome. It's not about playing big on the test days. It's about bringing a deliberate effort that you can repeat every day on the ordinary days. So if you can bring your effort and if you can create the habits and the routines so that every ordinary day you are playing at a very good level, you are doing what you need to do to have long-term success, that's the kind of serious that is going to get you success. And this is the key message. This is the thing that I would love for you to take away today. What really effective learners do is they ask these two questions. So if you take away one thing, it's these two questions. Firstly, they start with, what am I trying to improve? So you might be a superstar student and looking at where's that next step that gets you the edge. You might be the average student who thinks everything's all right, maybe taking that attitude of, well, it's going all right. What's one thing that could go a little bit better? Or you could be the struggling student who asks that question, where do I need to improve in order to take the next step? And once you've asked that question, asking the very serious question, how will I know if I have improved? And that's the important one. That will really force us to start to think about what is improvement and when we get there. A lot of students say, I need to improve my writing. I'm going to write lots. I've written lots. Am I getting better? They've never stopped to ask the question whether they're getting better, on how they know. They go back to the teacher. Teacher says it's pretty much the same as always, and then we get upset. Okay, we want to start to become serious students, get serious about our studies. We got to ask the question, what do I need to improve? How will I know that I have improved? So for this week, to start this year off and keep things rolling, and to really internalize this, and not to do this as a test. It's going to be our little experiment, but I don't propose it as a test, something that you need to struggle your way through. It's not as a reset, but as a simple experiment for you to try this week, to have a go, to see if you can make a difference, is to pick one subject where you want to really make an improvement. Perhaps one that feels a little bit messy or unfocused, one where you're not entirely sure. And what I want you to do is to set aside some time for that subject. Maybe make it the same time every day, so that that routine can be something that you regularly repeat, that you don't feel like that you have to plan it. You can just say, okay, I'm doing that one subject every day at this time, and I'm going to work on it, get serious about it. I'm going to put the phone away. There's no multitasking. There's no distractions. I'm going to really focus for this to see if I can become serious. This one subject, this same time, and then ask, what am I trying to improve in this subject? For me, it might have been my maths, because maths was one that I struggled with. Might have sat down, made that maths the first subject that I'm going to be looking at. What am I trying to improve? And it that BIMDAS really putting in my mind which was the order of calculations, and so on and so on. It might be you're looking to improve your writing, and it plays such a big part in all the exams and all the work you're going to do. What are you trying to improve? Is it the grammar? Is it the vocabulary? Is it the structures for academic writing? Really ask the question, and if you don't have the answer to it, ask your teachers. Say, I want to get serious. I'm putting in the time. Tell me the one thing I really need to improve. That's being serious. And then, before you get really into it, define that success. Before you even start, you say, look, I want to improve in this area. I will be able to explain this. I'll be able to teach it to someone, then I'll know it. For me, with BIMDAS, I'll be able to say to somebody, this is the order of calculations, and I understand it. Here's why. Even in very simple terms, then I'll be able to say, I've got this. If it's writing, I can say, look, I know these are the 10 key words of academic writing for essay writing, and this is the structure for my literature essay body paragraph, and I'll be able to remember it all the time. And I'll be able to answer without guessing. For me, that's important. The maths, I like to cheat and guess, but I'll be able to answer and know I'm not guessing my way through it. I understand the calculations. And in the writing, maybe I'm able to remember all the stages without having to think. It's just all automatically there. That's when you know you're serious, when you have it under control. Okay, and when you've finished, we got to ask that final question. What actually improved? In the beginning, I couldn't do this. Now I can. That is a really metacognitively aware student. That's a serious student. Before this, the teacher said, I need to improve this grammar structure. Now I can use that grammar structure. I'm going to keep practicing it, of course, but that's a serious student, a student who knows what their weakness was and has overcome a problem. Okay? That's what we mean by getting serious, really tackling problems. And this does matter. This is not just for studying for tests. It's not just for passing school, but it's a mindset that will help you in real life. And this is not about hype. I don't care about promoting anything. This is just about helping you. It's about solving real learning problems, which you are able to carry into real life problems, being able to look at things and being able to critically and creatively come up with solutions. That comes when you have built the confidence to know that you can seriously tackle serious problems. When you know, I have a weakness, this is my system for overcoming it, I have overcome it, I've overcome it several times, then you've got very serious confidence in your own ability then you know you're a serious student, then you can back yourself in, and that's where we want to get to. Okay, so that's enough for this week. Our one very serious takeaway to become a serious student is to ask those questions, to become very much a regular, serious student who cares about their learning, not about the big show, not about cramming. It's the day in, day out, and taking those moments to ask, what do I need to improve, and how do I know when I have improved? Try that out this week. Give it a go over the next few weeks. Let me know if it's helping. Let me know what you find, and I'd love to hear it. I'm hoping we can build this together, and we can really start to learn. I really hope that 2026 is going to be a very successful year for both of us as we go from strength to strength. Stick to the plan. We'll keep doing this together, and the results will take care of themselves from there, and it will be a great year.